Hey guys, welcome to the Sunday night webinar. I hope everyone's having a good day and having a good weekend. Um, yeah, we're back for a Sunday session and do these every Sunday on 100xcryptoacademy.com. So, so how's your week been, Garth? It's pretty hot over here. What about yourself?
It's cold. I got the jacket on. I might even put the aircon on and heat up the room a bit. I might even put some socks on. It's freezing. Not as freezing as down like Canberra way. I saw something today. You know where the ski season's going on and they ski all down that way. It was like -4 Perisher type thing. So it's cold over here. But you're hot. You're like what temps that are over there now?
40 degrees every day.
Wow.
So, stinking hot. You know it's hot when you get on the scooter and you're cruising down the road and all you can see is hot air blowing in your face. You know it's hot.
Wow.
Usually, when you're in your car and you stick your head out the window like a dog, and
Yep.
and to cool your face,
Nice and cool. Yeah.
nice and cool. The breeze, you're out there, your tongue wagging. No, when it's hot, it's just like looking into a hairdryer. That's what exactly like it is. It's that bloody hot.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just we've been indoors and just been trying to get out of the heat, which as much as we can. But right now, I would say it's probably meme coin season.
Yeah. I'd
Where
have to say
it's
that too.
definitely hot. Yeah, it's just going crazy at the moment, and we talked about this before off camera about what sort of kicked it off, and in my opinion, has definitely been Pepe that has revived the meme coin scene. Meme coins has always been there. We did meme coins. If you guys have been in this group for over
God,
12
when did
months,
we
you'll
do
know that we've
them?
been doing
Was it
meme coins for a long time.
2017 or when
Yeah,
was
well,
it?
we did over a year ago, maybe longer than
Yeah,
that, 2 years ago.
yeah. Like, I think it was the first year when they came out. I can't remember when the first meme coin came out. Actually, I have to think about that. I don't remember them in the first 2 or 3 years because it was only Bitcoin and variations of Bitcoin and then Ethereum. I don't know. We'll have to
Mm.
check that. We'll have to find out when the first meme coin. I'll get on to Chat GPT while we're chatting and find out when the first meme coin came out.
So lately, the thing is with Pepe. Pepe's kind of the one that's kind of revived everything, and now people are creating these meme coins like crazy. And I've recently got into a couple. Now, at the end of this webinar, we're gonna keep this one short because I got to scoot it in 48 minutes, so we're not going to have this very long. But I'll tell you at the end my meme coin strategy. Okay, this is what I'm basically doing, and it's you'll no surprise if you've been following this group for a while. But anyway, so Garth made a couple of calls on the Discord with Newt and Turbo. I didn't get into Turbo. Turbo's just basically done a turbo and it's gone off, and Garth will talk more about that. I didn't get into that one, but I did get into Newt, which was on BSC, and that one has it's gone parabolic. Pulled back and then it went back up again, so that's been good. So this one, Newt, I think it's still got potentially another 10x because what was the market cap on that one again? Do you remember?
The market cap right now is one is 7.5 million. Yeah, for Newt.
So it says 7.9 million is chicken feed. All right,
It's
that's
not
chicken feed.
even
These meme coins can get to 100 million very 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 quickly. Pepe got to 1 billion market cap in 10 days, so it just goes to show you. Once they start to take off, they just start whooshing and they just really start to pick up pace. That's what happened with Pepe and also Turbo. So this one's still early, and I didn't get into this. Garth got into this much earlier than I did, but I got into this a couple
I
of
heard
days
it
ago.
2 million market cap, I think.
Wow,
Between one
that's
and
pretty
two
good.
million. Mm. Yeah.
I'm,
It
I'm,
would have been nice in hindsight to throw the whole kitchen sink at it. That would have wow. You know what I mean?
that
Like
would have been good.
and you know what? I saw transactions. There were whales. There was whales. Like I'd be doing my little transaction, and there was whales putting in. I saw 10k, 20k. It was just ETH. Well, sorry, not ETH, but Yeah, there was so much money coming in, it was insane. Wow.
Yeah, I got it. I got it just before this dip. I think I got it about here, about halfway up this dip. So I'm about 100%, 110%, which is, and
Nice.
I'm not going to argue. Yeah, but the thing is, because it's still at like a small market cap. Oh yeah, here it is. Here, full dilution value 9.27 million.
Mm,
These meme coins, once they take off and they go on more exchanges, I believe there's more exchanges coming with Newt. They can easily
mm,
take off to 100 to 150, 200 million very, very fast. And the liquidity on this one here is still 510 to half a million, which is good. So I would say with Newt, it's not too early, but it's not too late either, because it's kind of like, I would say with this meme coin, it's like kind of the sweet spot, because, and I'll talk about this at the end, but it's kind of like the sweet spot. What I mean by that is it's already proven itself. It's already got enough liquidity that
mm,
hopefully someone won't drain it all. And then, but now it's starting to pick up momentum, and it's just about to take off, or hopefully it's about to take off. And it's still at 9 million market cap. So it can easily do 100
mm.
million. And that's a 10x. So, if you
Yeah.
got $1,000, $2,000 in this, you can easily pull out 20 grand. And this could happen within a week or a couple of weeks. And that's like
Mm,
a really good return, considering obviously there's risk to it, but considering kind of like what you're doing. You're not doing sweet FA. You're just analyzing a
yep.
project and looking at it, and then just. But I strongly urge that pull money out of this when you can. So that's Newt, which is a good call by Garth, and then there was a couple other ones. Peppy, I got into Peppy Floki. That one took a bit of a dive today. I don't know what's going on, but I didn't put much into that one either. I reckon, I don't know, this one's a bit weird. It was doing really well, and then it just started to dump, but it could just be a correction. So it went up here, and then it just started going down. But anyway, centralized exchange is coming with this one as well, and they got a half decent project, and they got what do you call it? They just finished their pink sale, and then they got
Mm.
over 5,000 holders. So you know,
If they turn
you know,
if
we
they
all,
turn around like that chart right now, if it turns around and goes up and starts to make new highs, then you're fine. But if it drops below kind of like where it is to the previous low, then I don't see it coming back from that. But yeah, hopefully it
yeah,
won't drop below.
yeah. I mean, this one has 1.87 million, so it's got more liquidity than Newt.
Mm,
Um, so what I look for in these meme coins is liquidity. Obviously, there's going to be quite a bit of liquidity there. The market cap, if you get into something and it's under 10 million, it's still good. If you get in under 5 million, but the thing is, in my opinion, if you get into it too early, um, it's going to be really risky. So you want to get the sweet spot where you don't want to get into it too early, because you don't know where it's going to go. But if you get into and you see the signs of larger liquidity, larger market cap dilution here, valuation here, and also the holders. Once you start to see 3,000, I would say probably 3 to 5,000. Then I think it's good that they're starting to build. So this one here's got 563 addresses, so that's pretty good. So I reckon that's my little sweet spot that I always look for with projects. And then obviously I go through the project and I see what they're doing. Okay. If they got utility or not. Most of them won't, so it is what it is. So anyway, so that's these ones here, and there's tons of them popping up like mushrooms, and you can see all this stuff evolve. But what I found was, you go to Pink Sale. Actually, I did the thing on 100x Crypto. You can actually see these meme coins coming up. Yeah, Pink Sale, Launchpad
you might
/
have to
Advance.
shut down that
Oh,
screen you got there and just redo it.
oh, sorry.
You're right.
This is where all the meme coins are. Okay, so you'll see this in the Discord link. Okay, you can join our 100x Crypto. Doesn't cost much per month. Very cheap actually. So here you can see these are all the coins that are coming up on pre-sales that are coming up, and you can see this in advanced mode. And then you can see more. There's tons of them, tons of them. Look, that's just page one. right?
Wow.
It's 25 pages. All right.
Yeah.
So these are this all tons and tons of these meme coin projects that are all popping up on PinkSale. Okay. And yeah, probably we've talked about PinkSale in the past. But I might just I know you got actually we'll go to you and then
Yeah.
I'll come back and I'll tell you my strategy with
All
the
right. So
meme
let
coins.
me just share my screen, and so I'll give you a quick. Okay, share that. We'll have a quick look at that Newt that you were talking about before. It's at newt.fun. But what I'll tell you what was interesting about this one. So this is why one of the reasons why I don't think they'll rug. They've got 3% reflections, and they renounce the contract, right? And not only that, this is the dev by the Retro Boy is the dev, right? So let's light this up. This is a guy who basically made the coin. He's the founder. Once it loads up, we'll have a look. So it's just like, Telegram, email. He's a founder of these things to do with NFTs and tech stuff. He's done like this project. He's done Telegram bots, all these other projects, NFT stuff, contracts. So he's been in the space a while, and he's building himself out to be a developer. And obviously, people will pay him, to develop projects and whatever they want. So, that's what he is. He's a dev, and he's is pretty much doxed. So that's why he's not going to ruck, right? Now he does. I checked the what you need to do is obviously what we talked about before. You go to the contract. You want to have a look at it. Look at the holders. You want to look at like you can do that like through here, for example. You can go over to holders, or even go to tokenomics. This is on DexView, and then you click on View Tokenomic Details, and then you can see, this is PinkSale, this is locked up, and then you got holders like 77%. And you click on the Explorer, and then you can see the holders that are actually holding it. And this is what you got to do for these contracts, because you don't want the founder holding 40% of all the coins or tokens, because then they can easily rug on you. So you got to watch out for things like that. Hopefully this will load in a second. But yeah, so this is one of the reasons why I like that project, is because of the quality of the dev in it, that it's renounced, and it started out I think on PinkSale, and it was just a really small project that doesn't even look like it's loading. Oh well, don't worry about that. But you can check out the holders and see what percentages they hold, and that's how you check that. Okay, so I always look for that. What else was I going to say? So that was Newt, and I actually bought straight off this. This was really easy. I just used this here to swap. I had no problems, and I like the fact that I had the contract, all the information, and the reflections are going down. But this is a reflection coin, so 0.5% was paid out. That means while you hold the token, you get paid 0.5%. This is dropping every day. It was a lot more than that, but that's pretty cool. What else was there? Yeah, now this just goes to show they've got coins ready to go for the upcoming exchanges. Plus, they're making money as they go along in the taxes, so they're making good money on that. So they're obviously not going to rug it as well. They want to list this on all the different exchanges, because they know if they do that, they're going to generate volume and money from that. So they want this to succeed. This is why it's not going to fall over, and it's just pretty good. So I do like this one, and that's a pretty good reason for it. The other one was, what was the other one we looked at? Was let's have a quick look here. Wait for this to load. We were looking at Turbo. Yeah, so with Turbo, let's have a look here. What I like about Turbo? This was the guy that basically used AI. He used ChatGTP to create the the coin. He went through all instructions with it, and what was interesting, he did a video. I don't think it's there, but I'll try and find it on Turbo. Let's see if I can. Turbo. It's that one right there. And he did this video. I'll just see if this one. And there was a video that he did. I think it was on YouTube or something like that. And he sort of explained it. Went for about a half an hour. And once I saw that video, I knew it was just going to go off, because the guy has been in the space creating, I think, NFTs and digital art for some time. And then essentially he thought, well, maybe I can, make this coin and then sort of get people to look at my artwork. And his floor price was like 0.05 ETH, something ridiculous for all his artwork. Now the floor level is 1 ETH on his whole collection, and he's got a huge collection. So I checked earlier today. He has he holds like 9% of the tokens. Yeah, this is the guy here. There's about half an hour interview with it. Actually, this is the link right here. So I'll actually put that. I will copy that one and I'll put that straight into our Discord. Where is it? We'll put it in here, and I don't know. ETH chat will be fine. We'll put that in there so you guys can get access to it. And essentially,
I watched that video. It was pretty good.
Yeah, and you see how, like, I would just say how emotional he was about the whole thing. Like, it obviously changed his life. You know why it changed his life? Because I looked at how much coins he had. Like 6.9% of the whole, like the whole lot of coins, right? It was like 60. I think it was 69 billion or something like that, and he had like 9 billion, something like that. And he has a lot of the coins. Anyway, I did a valuation on his wallet, and it was worth 8 million.
All right, it's crazy.
Yeah, and he's an Aussie dude. I don't know which state he lives in Australia, but he's obviously been struggling for the last few years. Hasn't been able to get his eyes on his project, and now obviously he can't go and dump, his tokens on the market and absolutely destroy his project. None of them's moved, but he probably would be selling his artwork through his NFTs and then starting to make some good money on that. So there's no way he's going to be dumping his tokens. So that's why everyone sort of rallied behind him, and they've been running spaces. They've been hosting spaces every single day for Turbo. And the community that's rallied behind them are all like digital creative type people, and they really see him as a hero for the whole community, and it's literally taken life on its own. That's why I think Turbo, even though it's sold off a bit, I think it's profit taking from Wales right now, but I really think that it can go a lot more than there's a lot of people behind it and behind the story. So that was pretty exciting. I think that was it. And Annie, I'll do one other thing before I get back to you. I was mucking around with NFTs, and I have sort of done NFTs in the past, but I thought I would just experiment with them. So I was experimenting, and I'm just on my screen now. I'm not sure if you can see it, but I created something and just put on OpenSea there. And just experimenting with how the NFTs work. And obviously there's a lot of people that have been in NFTs for a long time, and I haven't really done too much with them, but just started playing around with that. So, if you haven't tried NFTs before, you can actually create them. I haven't got mine for listed or anything like that, but it's just an experiment at this stage. So yeah, but it's interesting creating something and putting it out there. But yeah, I thought I'd just share that. So don't be afraid of trying things. And the only thing is that I can say that is if you're on Ethereum network, to even like launch something like this collection, you probably need about $300 dollars worth of ETH to run it. I end up launching on I think it was Polygon, Matic network, and it was a lot less. It was like, less than $10. So keep that in consideration. Obviously, if you've got a important collection and you want to reach people that are on ETH, then yeah, okay, put on ETH, but it's going to cost you to launch that. But if you want to experiment, try some of the other networks, and I'll drop some links if you want to do, if you're into art and you want to create some stuff yourself.
Yeah, look, there's a lot happening in the space, and I think it's good to see that crypto has come back alive because of obviously the meme coins. I mean, there's a lot happening. There's a lot of money in crypto. It's just people have a lot of money, but it's just they just want to find the right opportunity before they spend their money. So it's not like everyone's broke because of the economy's broke. No, people have got plenty of money. What I did was I'll put this link in the Discord, and this is a really good video. Okay, this is a video on YouTube, and it's called. Actually, I can't find it at the moment. I'm trying to find it, but it's a crypto video. It's called "Crypto is the biggest scam in the world." Okay, and in this video, it's got about 2,000 views. It's about 2.6 million views. I'll try to find it, but it's very interesting what I got from this. I thought it was an excellent video because in the video, it talks of the history of crypto and then NFTs and meme coins, and it basically just gives everything about crypto, right? And then it talks about the where's this money coming from? Talked about Axie Infinity, and it talked about a lot of these things. And the guy that was doing the video was just trying to figure out what's going on, what's driving this, and what basically he came. I'll try to put the link in the Discord. But basically, he said that what's driving this is there's some big VC investors that are all at the top. Like there's not just one. If you go to all these different projects, you'll see them. Like you'll see the same names. There's probably about 50 to 100 of these VCs. Now they bring all the money in, and then it filters down. So they all the crypto and all the stuff in crypto is for the good or bad is getting created, NFTs, IDOs, new projects, you name it, right? There's so many different things in crypto that are getting created, and it's on the blockchain. And all this money is coming from the VCs at the top, and it's filtering down. And they want a return on this sort of stuff. So this guy said they're basically committing financial fraud because the money is coming from with the IDOs. What they do is we saw with the ICOs, they buy the coins early, and then they either locked up or they can get access to their tokens, and they dump on the retail people that come in, right? And that's being a big problem. So they've created this thing where they have the money, they have billions of dollars, it's pouring into crypto. They need puppets, or they need people to create these bullshit projects because it's on the blockchain, because it has to be on the blockchain. And then they create these things. They get all the retail investors coming in at the bottom to invest in this stuff, and then they just flip it very fast and make their money, and then they get out. So, and this is actually, if you look at it from a different perspective, it's like the Feds. It's like printing money. It's like how the whole economy works. That's exactly what's happening in the crypto space. And I think there's truth to it. I think there's truth to what he says. So I'll try to get the link and I'll do it. But it's a fascinating video. And I scratch my head. I'm like, he's got a point. Like I wouldn't say whole of crypto is a scam, but I would say that a lot of the stuff is a scam. It doesn't need to be in a blockchain. When I went to a conference in Dallas about 3 or 4 years ago, and these clowns got up on stage and they were trying to sell this thing about art on a blockchain. And I was thinking to myself, why the fuck do you need art on a blockchain? Okay. Like there it is there. There it is there. There's the thing. There's a painting. Give it to me. Why do I need it to be on the blockchain? So it was all this BS that it has to be on the blockchain because it's all the buzzwords they use, Web3 and all this sort of stuff. But this is fascinating. So it's interesting to know all this sort of stuff because the guinea pigs, the people that need to put the money in, it's us. We're the ones that are putting the money in. So then the people at the top get richer. And that's exactly what's happened in crypto space. Okay. Just know that this is happening to us. You know, we've got to make our little piece of it. And, you know, we're here to do that. And yes, we know that it's like, you know, something's a scam, but it's like you're going to invest in it anyway. Like it's like the lottery, right? You know that you've got 1 out of 75 million chances of winning, but you go and buy that lottery ticket anyway. You know that you're going to fail, but you go and buy because of that slim chance. That's exactly what's happening in crypto. You know that it's going to fail most of the time. But so with meme coins, so I'll put that video so you guys can have a look. It just gives you more perspective, and it just gives you more of a better perspective of what we're doing here. Okay, and just know that you got to know this stuff because you don't want to be the sucker coming in at the bottom because obviously
you don't want to be the 100,000 and number one holder. You know that hold account. You don't want to be 100,000. You want to be in the top 100. You know, when that first come out. Obviously, you got to get it in that day, sort of thing. But yeah, that's how that guy from $27 Ian Pepe and is now worth 8 million, I think.
Exactly. You know, so with the meme coins, this is my strategy that I'm going to do. Okay, and this is exactly the same strategy that. Now I didn't know this at the time until I watched a video on Voscoin, and he did a video on that guy that won 25 million. That had $25 into Pepe, and he turned it into $1 million.
Yep.
He did a video on him, and I didn't know this until I watched the video. And basically, he said that he'd done about 3,000 shitcoins, and he had a couple of good wins along the way, a couple $100,000 on a few of them. And then he hit Pepe. Pepe was his biggest. And I thought to myself, that's very interesting because that's exactly what we've been doing in 100x Crypto forever, just doing the numbers. So this guy was not just a noob that just stumbled upon, hey, I got $25. Yeah. No, this guy he was in the trenches for so long. 3,000 shitcoins? Can you imagine? So he was slaving away until he just nailed it and he got Pepe. So good on him. So, and this is why it's so important to, you know, stick to it. Okay, for some reason. Okay, there you go.
Oh, it's like a presentation. I haven't had one of these for ages. Well done.
So it's only a small one. So this is my 3 steps of making tons of money in meme coins. So go get what I said about that video. Okay, the way meme coins work is, right, the people that come in at the bottom, the first people that get in first, up the top or, you know, towards the top, they have so many coins and they bought it at X amount. Now, the people that come in at the bottom of the pyramid, if you want to call it that way, they need to come in the bottom to then the people at the top or further up that got in first can then cash out their coins because they're creating the liquidity, right? And so they put the money in at the bottom, the liquidity goes up, and then the people at the top, if they want to, because they bought their coins cheaper and they have a much more of them. Now, the liquidity, the money that's coming from the late investors, is there to then cash out, right? And this is how meme coins work. So it's a fool's game pretty much with no utility, and that's meme coins, how they work. But if people rally and they get behind it, it can turn into something more long-term like we saw with
like a Dogecoin.
And Shiba Inu, Floki. But that's not normal. That's probably 1 in 10,000. So these are like, this is how I kind of look at meme coins. Don't try to do home runs because it's very difficult. I mean, you can try to, but It's very difficult. So I'm saying is don't go and drop 10,000 on one coin and hope and think that it's going to be the one for you. It's not going to happen. It's going to fail. So try number two, try to invest small amounts, but do it frequently. So you're doing exactly what that dude did with $25 with Pepe. Okay, he's done over 3,000 shitcoins. I'm assuming that he probably only put a small amount in each shitcoin, right?
Mm.
And I saw another tweet that one guy was doing shitcoins for a year, and he started with $1,500, and he turned it into $1 million. He did this consistently for 12 months. I can't find the tweet, but he basically did a tweet. He said, "Hey, I started with $1,495, and I did shitcoin after shitcoin after shitcoin, and I just started getting into the shitcoin, took profit, and then got into the next shitcoin. Built it up, took some money out, and then got out of it and got into the next shitcoin." And he repeated this for a year, and he made over $1 million. This is what I'm saying here. Invest small, invest frequently. It's a numbers game. Most of the meme coins will fail, okay? Number three, put in the work. You need to do hundreds of these projects, which is kind of like number two. Eventually one will pop off like Pepe or Shiba Inu, but finding that one is rare. So you need to do the numbers. In time, you will amass a nice nest egg. So these guys have already, the information's out there on how these guys did it. They started with small money, but what they did was they got into the shitcoin, they made their money, they didn't get attached to it, they got their money out, maybe 2x, 3x, 4x, and that's very easy to do in a shitcoin, okay? And then took their money out and then kept on repeating the process. And that's how you do it, okay? In my opinion, that's how you do it with shitcoins. And there's another one here, which I can't find. Where is it? Sorry. Oh, yeah, here. And then this one here, okay? What is it?
It must have opened up in a different screen because I can't see it.
Oh, that's true. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, I think Canva loads it up in a new tab.
Oh, okay. So here, sweet spot, okay? This is kind of like, this is what I'm doing, okay? I don't want to get into it too early because unless I really believe that, if I know the dev or if I know that it's like a solid team that had success before, or I know that they're building something massive, then I'll go in hard in the beginning. But most of the time I won't. And those meme coin projects, they just don't exist. All right. Unless they wouldn't be called a meme coin project, they'd be called something else. They just don't exist. So the sweet spot is enough liquidity, 500K to $1 million. And again, this is just subjective. Okay. So there's got to be enough liquidity there for you to be able to, once the liquidity builds up, more and more holders come in, which is, it just creates more stability. So I've got here 3K to 5K holders, and you can check this on the Etherscan or BSC scan. You can just see it in the contract. You'll see the holders. It's actually wallets. Okay. Now it could be multiple people with the same wallet, but that's just what they call it. Okay. And then also you want to do like at least a 5 million or 10 million market cap. If you can get it earlier at 2 million, and you've done the research on it and you really think that it's going to be solid, then you can get in earlier. But what I try to do is get into the sweet spot, because once they get into these numbers and once the numbers build up, and they start to gain momentum and get onto more multiple centralized exchanges, then it usually kind of starts to build a life of its own. It starts to build and build and build, and then it starts to take off, provided they do the promotions and keep on hammering away. That's generally what happens. So you want to get on the sweet spot. That's what I reckon the sweet spot is, okay? And then you want to make sure, having a look at what Garth alluded to before with the devs, go in the contract and see what the holders is, and then check the wallet, and then see if you can find the dev wallet with how many coins he has. Because if he's got over 50% of the coins, and there's enough liquidity there, he can potentially dump, and you don't want that because it'll just destroy the project instantly. So that's kind of like, this is kind of like what I'm doing with these meme coins, just until because right now we're in meme coin season, all right? So the thing is with this is what I'm doing is I'm just using this just as a means to, because everything's moving at the moment now. Meme coins are back. It's like kind of like bringing a lot of money back into crypto. So what I'll do is I'll take this money and I'll just buy Bitcoin with it. Okay, but this is kind of like the little kind of like cash flow kind of thing which we can use in the meantime. Because obviously you're not going to get the cash flow from Bitcoin. It's going to take a long time when you just buy and hodl, right? There's no cash flow kind of, it just takes a long time to build. But with this, at least with meme coins, you can double up, double up, double up. And it's not like I'm already up. When Garth told me about Newt, I just, I didn't invest immediately. I waited a few days and then I still put it, and then I went in and I'm still up 100%. So I would have let Newt ride. Newt's a good example of what I mean with, with what you talked about. Was it Newt? Turbo. Even Turbo is a good one. I reckon, in my opinion, even though it's on Ethereum. So you're going to have to spend at least 200 or 300 to get into Turbo because the gas is going to be a lot. But here, it's pulled back a bit. But look at the liquidity. It's got 5 million liquidity and the valuation is 136 million. So, this could still do a 2 or 3x at this point and get to like a 500 million market cap. And that's 2 or 3x, still good money, because then what you're doing is you're not going to get married to this thing. You're just going to take your money out and then just get into the next one. And that's what you want to do. And that's what that guy did. He just kept on repeating the process. And then going back to Newt here, I think Newt's it's really got a good position at the moment. Obviously, you want to get into it earlier, but if this pulls back, I might strengthen my position and dollar cost average when it goes down, dollar cost averaging down. Like, when it goes down, you dollar cost average, you buy more. So then all your recent purchases are actually less. But I think this Newt's at a really good position because it's got 1.4 million in volume. It's got liquidity is still under a million, and it's got 9.92 million in dilution. So this could easily go to 100 million. That's a 10x from now, and that can easily happen because they got a couple of centralized exchanges coming up. So you got to look at this project, look at the holders, and then go and back, and then look at the promotions. And then and what they got coming up, and then that's how you make the decision of whether you go in or not, based off the liquidity and the
and just to let you know, I'm in Newt's Discord, which you probably are too. They've created like this Newt bot, so he's good at making Telegram bots, right? So this bot you can add into your Telegram group, and then you can actually send Newt to people that are in the group. So, for example, if you had a group of 100 people, you can distribute Newt to them. It's kind of like a way like of supporting the community in the Telegram. So that is very attractive. Now, that's just rolled out just recently. I think last day or so, that Newt bot, sort of like a tipping bot. It's pretty cool. And that wasn't available like not too long ago because Telegram, has enabled like crypto functions where you can transfer crypto, and they're taking advantage of that. So that's sort of how leading edge. But they are running competitions right now. Newt, that's why you see so many penguins on Twitter. They literally are running competitions to put out content. So they're getting all the holders to generate content on a daily basis and putting it on YouTube and Twitter, all different things going on. And this is just generating more and more traffic and more investors. So these guys know what they're doing. And also they've got the marketing. With that being a reflection coin and the taxes, the 1% and the other 1%, they've got like 2% that we're working with. That's a lot of money that they can then afford to go into influencers and pay for all sorts of other different strategies that they're doing. So yeah, I really think that Newt has possibility of 10x at least from here. And Turbo, well, it's just got a great story. That guy's got a genuine story, and it's going to get picked up in normal media outlets and resonate with a lot of people. that's the biggest. It's like a feel good story, that one with Turbo. So at the moment, you probably see, a bit of sell off, but that would be whales putting their money in and taking their profits. But other people will slowly come on. I think it'll be a slow burner with Turbo, but yeah, we'll get there in the end.
Yeah, I've not invested in Turbo yet. I haven't got a position there, but I'm thinking about going into Turbo because I like the I've seen the video of that guy, and also I like the story, and also I like the where it's at. The liquidity is big. It's on, I think, like 3 or 4 exchanges picked it up in a day because of the volume. They just started listing it, and it just started mooning, and where it is, the holders and stuff. I don't know how many holders they got, 13,000 or something, 15,000. I don't know, but so it's positioned really nice. Like what I'm saying is, you don't have to get into these things super early. Like it's not, you can still get into these meme coins after they build up a solid base, right? And you can still 2 or 3x them, and then just get out of that one and then repeat into the next one. Repeat. And every time you do something, you learn. And then after a while, it's just like we do with IDOs and stuff. You could just look at a project instantly and you go, nah, there's no way I'm going into that. But then you can look at it something else and go, yeah, it's got this, and this, and this. And there's no way to teach. I mean, you can teach that stuff, but you learn from doing it, and then you can just look at it and go straight away. Go, yeah, that's a hidden gem. It's ready to explode because of this, and this, and this. Because in the past, all these things showed you that it made a good project, and then you're seeing those things into this project, right? So then straight away you just go, yep, I'm getting into this early. There's another one too I haven't talked about. It's called SpongeBob. That one is taken off. I haven't gone into that one. But the thing is with these meme coins, right? It's all about the marketing and the hype and the people that come into it. That's it. That's what drives it. And if they lose traction, people start talking about it, or they don't have a marketing budget, they'll just die. So probably a big emphasis of these meme coins is the marketing. That is pretty much what's going to hold it up. Other than that, there's nothing else holding it up, unless they can build utility. At least Newt, they've got some sort of utility, but the other ones don't. All right, so just be aware of that. Other than that, that's all I wanted to cover. There's tons of money getting made in meme coins, and just this week I've dabbled in a few, and I'm already up in a couple. So it's worth, if you're thinking about making some money in crypto in the meantime while you hodling your Bitcoin, building your solid retirement fund, which I hope you are doing with crypto, getting your Bitcoin in your other layer ones. You can use these meme coins as a means to get some capital cash coming in, but don't, in my opinion, don't throw this kitchen sink in it. Only go. To be honest, I put less than $100 in each one. Sometimes I put $50, $25. It all depends on how I feel. If I feel more confident, I'll put more money in it. But really, that's all I'm doing. I'm just putting, under $100 in a project, sometimes even $25. And I'm just keep on rinsing and repeating. And if I can turn it over, if I can turn a profit on one, then I'll just go to the next one and keep on doing it until it builds up. And that's exactly what that guy did. He started with $1,500. In 1 year, he made $1 million from meme coins. I was going to swear that for a second, but I didn't. Meme coins. So it can work for you, but obviously it takes a lot of time. And that's something that you don't have a lot of cash. If you have time, well, that's just what you're going to have to do. You just have to grind. That's just how it is. So, some good calls on that, Garth, on that.
Yeah, I'm excited.
And Turbo.
Yeah, it's been good, and I'm looking for some more. So I'll be, if there's anything coming up, which I know there will be, make sure that you're in the Discord. I know some of you guys aren't in our Discord group, feel free to join our Patreon link. Yeah, and we've got a meme section in there and with the meme coins. So I'll be putting in anything I see in there. And obviously, you got to do your own research. This is not financial advice, but I'll both of us will put in any projects that we see, and you guys then check them out. So obviously, we might go through 10 projects, find one, and put it in there and list it. It's not like we just grab random 10. we know what we like, and we know it's going to work because we've done it so many times. So we want to put that in there, and that way you're getting the best of the best in there for you guys. So yeah.
Yeah, and also, we've restructured our Patreon as well. So obviously there's the higher tiers there, but you can get into our Patreon for less than, well, not less than, but exactly $5 for the lowest tier. And you'll get access. I think you'll get access to the meme. I'm not sure. We'll have to have a look. But there's like $5. I can't remember the tiers. It's like $5, $10, $18 or something. It's a small amount of money.
Yeah.
A small amount of money. I mean, you've only got to get the information and act on it and flip that over. So I think now's the time with.
I think the meme coins is actually in ETH chat. So it is. I don't think it's currently in the $5, but we do occasionally put some announcements in the $5 ones.
Yeah. I mean, if you can't make more than $5 for that month, there's probably something wrong there. I mean, I'm not trying to be facetious here, but I'm just saying, it's like anything. You just got to commit to something and put some time and effort into it.
Yeah, literally, if you're making 2 or 3x, or even long shot 10x or something like that. And even if you put in $50 into a project and you did 10x, there's 500. There's 450 profit just on one project. And that last project, which I'm still in, but I'm up sort of, I think 3 to 4x in 5 days. So that's the current state of the market. That's kind of like we'd expect. So even with $50, it's chicken feed, really. It's crazy.
Yeah, and obviously we can't guarantee any profits because we're doing this stuff ourselves. We're in the trenches. But the thing is, it just comes with repetition. And like I said, I'm not putting a lot of this stuff. I'm putting less than $100 in each one, and probably some of them doing only $25. So I'm not putting big money at all. But if I can, 10x that, there's $250. And if I can do that, 100 times a month, do the maths. It's not. It's just a numbers game. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Unless you got anything else to share, Garth, we might
No, I think we've got heaps of things. We'll wrap it up, and we'll see everyone in Discord and talk to each other next week.
Yeah, mate. There's tons of stuff happening all over the place. So yeah, we'll see you in Discord, and you guys that are a part of our Patreon, we'll see you guys in Discord. If you're not, check it out at 100xcryptoacademy.com. All right, guys, thanks for chiming in today. And guys, have a good week. And we'll see you next week.
See you guys. Bye.
Catches.